If you're gathering all that data on behalf of the charge point operators, are you going to be giving it to them or are you going to be selling it to them?
Well, most likely we'd be selling it, because at the end of the day, we are a commercial business and we charge very little to EV drivers, and we always want to have a free app for EV drivers.
So hypothetically, should you be able, or Zapmap, not you, should Zapmap be able to become, let's say, a Google of charging operators, location, navigation, and paying for it? The question is, if the rest of the CPOs, for example, will say, okay, we are giving up on our app, we just want to make sure there is the best experience for the user. What do we do with the data? How can then CPOs remove that thoughts about, oh my God, but what about my data? I need my data. I need to know about the customer. Is that something that Zapmap would like to share with everyone openly, as well as with individual CPOs, as well as like the other CPOs? What's your thinking about that, Jade?
Yeah, so I mean that's my job. I head up Zapmap Insights, so my job is to go, okay, with the data that is out there and that we can access via the app, what should we do with it in order to help the industry progress, and who needs that data to help them provide a better service for EV drivers? That's the kind of loop we have at Zapmap. So yeah, absolutely. It's about going, at the moment we have products and services based on the data that flows into us that helps the charge point operators develop. And we're always looking to how we enhance those, bring in new services, and yeah, basically create that ecosystem of making sure the data is available where it needs to be, with all the obvious restriction about what we can or can't share. At the moment, we don't share anything that's to do with EV drivers themselves through the app. It's not their data. It's the data that the charge point operators send to us via OCPI. That's what our products and services are around. But as we move into the future, it will be looking at, what else should we do that helps everybody in the best way?
I've got to jump in here because, again, I've got to put my devil's advocate hat on here. If we get to that situation a number of years down the line where Zapmap is the preeminent app that everybody uses and the charge point operator apps have diminished down to a much lower number, if you're gathering all that data on behalf of the charge point operators, are you going to be giving it to them or are you going to be selling it to them?
Well, most likely we'd be selling it, because at the end of the day, we are a commercial business and we charge very little to EV drivers, and we always want to have a free app for EV drivers. So that is a core kind of piece within the company, is about making sure we are helping EV drivers and we're on their side. Charge point operators are our major stakeholders and our partners, and we work with them really collaboratively. But you've got to balance that. You've got to balance the books, haven't you? We're going to be constantly developing an app that adds real value to charge point operators, because what we want is that the app works so well for EV drivers that it's driving up demand for charge point operators. They'll be very happy the more we're pushing utilization of their chargers. So it's about that balance. It's, we have to work that balance out as we go. And we always do that really collaboratively with the charge point operators.